If you want to invest in property, I believe that there's 10 key skills you should try to master. And skill number 6 is working out how to finance your deals. And so let me share a few ideas that I know are going to help you with this. Hi, my name is Tony Law from Your First 4 Houses, and I teach people how to build a small property portfolio that generates a great income for them so they can give up the day job if they wish, because they're now financially free. If this is your first time here, be sure to subscribe to the channel and click that bell notification icon so that you don't miss out on any of the free content that I give you each and every week. So today I want to share 7 steps that I know are going to help you finance that next deal. And I'm going to start off with possibly the biggest challenge that I think most people tend to have when they're first starting out. And that's mindset, actually. Because people often don't even start looking for deals because they kind of think to themselves, well, I haven't got the money, so why would I even start looking for that next deal? But the truth is, I'm a great believer that if you find the deal, you'll find the money. And that's not just some kind of woo-woo claim. I've seen that happen many times before. Find the deal and you'll usually find a way to fund that deal. The key is to get really good at finding that deal. To help you with this, why don't you check out my free mini course, which will teach you exactly how to invest in property without needing to find money to put into each and every deal. And as I say, I'll put the link there, or there'll be a link in the description box below. Next, you need to work out what your return on investment is going to be on that particular deal that you're looking at. This is really important because it's directly connected to raising finance, in particular if you're going to be working with JV partners. Now, I'm not going to waste any time talking about how to calculate return on investment. Check out this link here. This will teach you exactly how to work it out, or again, there'll be a link in the description box below. Next, you need to consider what sources of deposits that you have available. Now, in my online property masterclass program, I share a load of different ideas surrounding how to find deposits to put into each and every deal. But to give you some ideas, what personal savings do you have that you could bring to bear? What equity might you be able to free up that you could bring to bear? Might bridging be an option that would work for you, or development finance? Could you maybe bring in a family friend or associate or partner and actually use their money and give them a fixed return on their savings? Etc, etc, etc. And so this brings me neatly on to actually working with others. Who do you know that might be able to help you fund that next deal? So here we're talking about either joint ventures or loans. And I kind of see them as two completely separate things, to be perfectly honest with you. You might be really surprised how many people you know who've got some money sitting in the bank, earning a pitiful return, who would really appreciate earning a far greater return by maybe getting involved in a project with you. Sure, you've got to find these people and you've got to sit down and have a lot of coffees with them. I always sort of suggest you actually sit down and have lots of coffees with lots of people and lots of conversations, because that's what it's going to take to be able to find that money, to actually to bring that money into a deal with you. And you do need to comply with current legislation. But there are these people right out there right now who can help you. You just haven't found them yet. So let's talk about creative solutions, because there are a number of ways that you can invest in property without needing to find deposits to put into each and every deal. And I cover a number of these in my online property masterclass program. These can be fantastic in certain situations, and so you really should learn as much as you can about creative solutions. I like to think of these as being kind of tools in your toolbox. So from time to time you can bring out the right tool for the right job. It doesn't work all the time, but sometimes creative solutions can be a fantastic way to solve a seller's problem. Since we're talking about finance, how's your credit rating? Now, I always encourage people to go to nodl.co.uk. It's a great way to actually check your credit rating. It's completely free for life. If your credit rating is in tatters, It's not the end of the world. There are lots of ways that you can invest in property, even if you've got a poor credit rating. But obviously, it would be great if we could improve your credit rating, wouldn't you? And so why don't you check out this link here, because this will teach you exactly what I would suggest you do to improve your credit rating. And again, I'll put the link in the box below. Lastly, and I know this isn't going to sound very exciting, but we do need to consider tax planning. Book a call now with your accountant or your tax advisor. Honestly, it will be the best advice you ever pay for. In my online property masterclass, I have a whole module entitled How to Fund Any Deal that goes into far greater detail on this subject. And so if you'd like to book a 10-minute phone call with me to find out a little bit more about this course and how it could help you, why not click on the link here to book a time slot, and I'll look forward to speaking to you.